So I go to a friend and I tell him, I want you to be a facilitator. My friend tells me, okay, but there's a condition. I say, what's the condition? He says, you must come to my organization first and train the women in my organization. And I want us to start after election.
Wow.
I kid you not, Pastor Angie, I did not have a handbook. But I'm telling you, I would do module 1 and module 2, send them to a friend to read and give me their insights. I locked myself in my house for 2 weeks first.
Very good.
Then I would go, so today we're doing module 1, module 3, there's someone reviewing it.
Yes.
But I had to show up. I had to show up, even if I didn't have it all figured out.
Hi everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. It's Lifestyle Thursday, and we're here to continue the conversation about leadership with Lois, and I want us to talk about Adira Network. So Adira Network,
yes.
What is the, you are really going to go into Adira Network, so I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
And just tell us what this is about, what's the genesis, yeah.
Okay, so Genesis, like I said earlier, very passionate about developing people, and they always felt like there was a gap in terms of building capacity of leaders, and I wanted to find practical ways of building that capacity.
I like practical.
So practical ways that would actually bring transformation into people. My focus is on self-leadership because I believe when you lead self, like I said, then you can lead others. So in 2015, I remember I was still in employment. I was working in public service. Pretty much everything was fine. Corner office, the works. But I felt, no, I needed something else. So I went into that journey of what's my purpose. And then long story short, one day, God just, you know how you have this moment and he tells you, but it's been there right in front of you. So for me, I realized it was capacity building. And then one night I woke up and I just wrote all these programs. I didn't have the name Adira at the beginning,
Really?
but I had the programs. 1 a.m. in the night. And then I spent the second half of 2015 trying to find organizations to buy into my dream. So now I could leave my job in public sector to go run the programs, but with someone funding and paying. It didn't work.
No, it doesn't.
So 2016,
the vision is yours.
Yeah. So 2016. So of course I got frustrated, but then 2016 I told God, this year Christmas I am not here. I have to leave. Long and short of it, the thing I learned is when you're ready, he then begins to prepare the way for you. So he brought people along my way, and he just prepared me to leave. So I, who's a planner, handed in my resignation with no plan. And the plan was just, we'll do capacity building. And that's how Adira started. So Adira started with Adira Women's Network, which is a program, a 9-week program for women. So we take them through, we take a coaching approach.
Okay.
So we meet once a week. We have a curriculum that I developed and I have a team of facilitators. And the idea is basically to walk them through a journey of self-discovery, but also importantly to give them the tools to grow their careers, find a seat at the leadership table, whatever leadership table they want, but also, and which for me is very important, to have a successful, balanced life.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have what we call Adira Leaders Forum. So that's for people in leadership, both in corporate and away from corporate. And then last year in September, we started Adira Men's Forum.
Yes, that was interesting.
Yes.
I think I met you towards the end of last year and we were really excited about that.
Yeah. So, of course, I started out with very passionate about women because I think the things I've learned in the journey of life, being in leadership and away, both in the corporate and outside the corporate space, I realized that women carry so much more for you to grow your career. There's so much more that still has to be balanced, and we don't have systems and structures to handhold in a way that is authentic. So for me, authenticity is also key. So today, as we're talking about leadership and lifestyle, for me, those two things will not exist successfully if there isn't authenticity.
That's true.
And that's part of the values that we even ascribe to at Adira Women's Network. So we've created this forum where they come for the 9 weeks. After that, there's an alumni where they meet once a month. Because remember, the agenda is community. So ensuring that every month there's an activity that the alumni are engaged in. Then once in a year we go for holiday as women, just time out. Yes, we go time out, enjoy, and then every quarter we have what we call mtandao, an evening of networking. That's now open to any woman, but they would have to sign in because again we like to have closed authentic conversations. Yeah. So for me, helping women lead self is so key, and lead self in all their areas of life. I started out with focusing on women at the workspace, but really it's not just about the workspace, it's about self. And it's been interesting because I've seen relationships mended. And when I say relationships, I mean I've seen women mend relationships with parents, with siblings, with spouses. There's nothing as powerful as a woman who has discovered herself. I've seen that happening. I've seen people having the courage and the boldness to change jobs. Not because they know what lies ahead, and probably this is a good thing to say, that sometimes just allowing yourself the courage to do something, when you allow yourself that opportunity, God takes care of you.
And it's so true, because I'm thinking one of the things that we've been talking about for this, the new year, is letting go of the possible outcomes. Because sometimes we want to, you see, like now when you started your journey, you were saying, I want to do this, I'm going to do, okay, so the program was downloaded, then now you're out there looking for people who can fund the program, and then you do it, but that didn't work. So that was not, you were expecting a different outcome, but things turned in a different way.
Absolutely.
But they worked in the way most likely that God had ordained from the beginning. So there's a way that we have to let go of the outcome. We have to leave the outcome to God. Because He's got so many things that He wants you to do that you really must leave it up to Him. And then there was something I was reading the other day that was saying, a lot of us, we spectate instead of participate. So it was saying now this is the year and the season where instead of being a spectator on the sidelines, let's step into, I like the way you keep referring to the room. Is the way I was kept referring to the room the other day, like be in the room. So now step into the room. I think a lot of women have been on the side, just watching from the sidelines, but it's time now to step in, to be bold, and to let go of the outcome. However this will go, it will happen. It happened for you.
Actually, let me tell you 2 quick ones. When I finally decided I'm starting Adira Women, I went to a friend and I told him, I want you to be a facilitator. I'll start that was sometime I think in July, August, just a week before elections. So I was planning to start my first class in September, October. So I go to a friend and I tell him, I want you to be a facilitator. My friend tells me, okay, but there's a condition. I say, what's the condition? He says, you must come to my organization first and train the women in my organization. And I want us to start after election.
Wow.
I kid you not, Pastor Angie, I did not have a handbook. But I'm telling you, I would do module 1 and module 2, send them to a friend to read and give me their insights. I locked myself in my house for 2 weeks first.
Very good.
Then I would go, so today we're doing module 1, module 3, there's someone reviewing it.
Yes.
But I had to show up. Even if I didn't have it all figured out. But in showing up, then God ensures that everything is taken care of. As you show up, you learn. As you show up, people give you resources. As you show up, people show you how to refine what it is that you're doing. If you wait to have everything ready, you won't start.
And that's a very powerful thing. And I want to do that. I always tell people you can't have everything ready. I always tell them one day I'm going to have state-of-the-art conference centers. I couldn't have waited to get the state-of-the-art conference center then to begin to do what I'm doing. So you start what you're doing and then God meets you along the way. And I love that now as we even engage further in conversation, that's what the similarity was. Because like the program PLF is about a journey of self-discovery.
Yeah.
I'm always saying, even in prayer, that leadership has to start with leadership of self and others. It can even happen at the same time. There's some people who are learning to lead self and they are also leading others. But sometimes it happens in tandem, sometimes it happens in different ways, but there has to be leadership of self. And then another key word, I think, for this season is discipleship. And discipleship comes from the root word from discipline. So there are disciplines that we need to get into. Because even for you, although I want us to go into the next video, you could have gotten to that point and either freaked out and said there's no way, or said no, now you first come, we facilitate, we create a program, but you just said, okay, this is what has come to me now, let me make the most of what I have with this, and let me start doing something. And then you develop something absolutely amazing and beautiful, and it has results, but then also you're given an opportunity to try, because this is what your friend did. They opened up a door for you to try, and I'm sure the program has improved, but we're going to go into what the program is about. I hope you're enjoying the conversation. I really am enjoying this conversation. I will see you next Thursday for part 3 of this series on Lifestyle Thursday on Just Angie. Bye-bye. God bless.